Hey guys, let's talk about apologies and ways that we're getting it wrong in our relationships. So oftentimes we operate on what we know to be true, how we best receive apologies. So for instance, I'm a person who doesn't really care about the words. I don't have to say I'm sorry because I think actions speak louder than words. So I'm not going to say I'm sorry. I'm just going to show that person I'm sorry by changing my actions. And I'm doing good because that's the way that I would like them to behave. So that's how I'm going to do it. Well, what about the spouse who really is a words of affirmation person? That's their primary love language. And they really need to hear the words, I'm sorry. They need to hear the ownership, the verbalization of an apology, an actual apology. That actually makes them feel filled in that area and able to move forward into reconciliation. Those two totally opposite personality styles often find themselves together. And so while the person who's words heavy will say, I'm sorry, the other spouse will say, well, actions speak louder than words. Let's see you're sorry. Ideally, we should have a combination of both. But what's most important is that we find out, acknowledge, and understand what our spouse considers an actual apology and not just move forward based on what works for us. Because the fact is, opposite couples tend to find themselves together. and you can be operating completely out of what you believe to be true, but it's not meeting the other person's need. So have a conversation about what apologies look like to you. And then do your best to try to meet that as a partner. Whether or not that makes sense to you, do it for your partner.